And Doug, just minutes ago, I had a chance to speak with Florida Senator Rick Scott about the debt ceiling. He is in D.C. this morning, and I wanted to get a feel for how far he thinks both sides will go before they work something out. Let's move to another urgent topic right now in D.C., and that's the debt ceiling. In very simplest terms, the debate here is the White House would like to raise the debt ceiling right now in the next 2 weeks before we get to that the June 1st deadline in a possible economic disaster. The White House would like to raise that limit right now and talk about spending cuts later. Republicans in the House would like to make some cuts first, and then they have agreed to a bit of a large raising of the ceiling. Is there a compromise in that debate that you feel comfortable with?
Well, I think what the Republicans put out was very logical. They cut wasteful spending. Okay, they wanted to put a reduction in how fast we grow. Think about this: if you had a relative that couldn't live within their means, would you be excited if the bank just raised their credit limit? You wouldn't. You'd say you got to get your fiscal house in order. And so, one thing I put out a bill that's called the Let's Get to Work Act. It would say, if you're able-bodied, you don't have young children, you shouldn't go on government programs if you don't want to work. It's pretty basic. Our parents don't tell us, hey, don't work the rest of your life, we're just going to support you. All right, your government shouldn't be doing that either. So I think what the Republicans put out in the House was very logical. I've been disappointed that Biden has not been willing to even have any conversation about it. Just raise the debt ceiling. It's like going to this relative that can't live with their means and be excited because the bank said, oh, we'll lend you more money that you can't pay back. It's crazy. We have got to live within our means. When I became governor, this state had not lived within its means for 20 straight years. It increased its debt every year by over $1 billion for 20 straight years. I balanced the budget. I cut taxes and fees. That helped us grow our economy. We need to do the same thing with the government, federal government. Balance our budget, get people back to work, grow our economy, spend your dollars, it's your tax dollars, in a manner of that makes sense. Don't just spend on everything under the sun. The amount of waste up here is staggering. 77,000 federal buildings are empty that you're paying for. How do you like doing that?
I also asked Senator Scott about immigration, specifically if he's changed his mind about the circumstances of a migrant teenager's death at a Florida shelter since we found out yesterday how he died. We'll have that for you later on Fox 4 Morning News.
The truck turned out in front of me. I had no time to react, and everything went blank for a second. I thought that I was definitely going to be completely in debt, but I received no bills, nothing out of pocket I had to pay.
8:17 is the time right now. May is National Walking Month. The American Health Association introduced it 16 years ago to promote a healthy and active lifestyle.
In today's Your Healthy Family, Fox 4 anchor Lisa Greenberg is live at Lakes Park. She's there with certified meteorologist Trent Eric. They're talking about how walking can really help your physical and mental health. And
the red shoes, too. Don't forget about the red shoes.
He matches the hibiscus.
That is right, you guys. A lot of different mental and physical health benefits to walking. We're at Lakes Park this morning, taking a stroll through the gorgeous farmers market, taking a look at everything that they have to offer here. It's a good morning to be outside, Trent. I will say it's a little muggy. It's kind of hot out here, but that's to be expected here in Southwest Florida. It's still worth it to get out for that walk.
Yeah, you just got to do it early. You got to plan your day when it's not, the heat of the afternoon, or maybe later around sunrise. Or
right.
Sunset, I should say.
Sunset, exactly. It's National Walking Month, and it was meant to promote the health benefits of getting out for a walk. We talk a lot about the physical health benefits of walking. Studies actually show that getting outside for up to 30 minutes a day for that walk can cut your risk of things like heart disease and other health issues. But it's also so good for your mental health as well. In fact, I talked to someone that works with patients at the David Lawrence Centers for Behavioral Health in Naples, and she tells me that she implements walking into clients' treatment plans because it's so beneficial for their mental health. Take a listen.
Do you guys want to go right up here?
Yeah. Walking is so simple, right? Anybody can do it. And while the physical health benefits may be obvious,
Raises heart rate, all these kind of good things. But what people don't necessarily consider is all the benefits that it has on your mental health.
Corey Webster is a certified peer recovery specialist at the David Lawrence Centers for Behavioral Health in Naples.
We focus on helping clients that are struggling with substance use disorder kind of learn how to navigate a life of recovery through our shared lived experience.
Does that mean you've had experiences in these people's shoes as well?
Yes, so that means that I myself am in recovery from substance use disorder. I actually have 5 years sober. My sobriety date is December 16th, 2017.
Congrats, that's so incredible.
Well, I've had a profound experience, as a result of, learning how to navigate a life of recovery. And I actually used to be a client here at David Lawrence Center.
And she uses walking as part of the treatment plans for her clients in their 28-day Crossroads program.
We take the clients out pretty regularly on walks. So every time I facilitate a group, we're going for a walk before group and we're going for a walk after group.
She says walking helps keep people present.
Especially someone who's in recovery. A lot of the times we're struggling with depression or anxiety, and what walking does is it helps keep us out of the past or worrying about the future.
But it also helps people recovering from addiction find a new routine.
The thought behind that is we're here, we're learning a new way of life, right? Learning these healthy skills and tools that we can utilize. So if we go for a walk, 4 times a day, if that becomes your new normal, you're more likely to continue with that once you leave treatment.
And even in one-on-one settings, she says walking is beneficial.
Instead of sitting in an office, we'll go walk around campus, It kind of just lightens the mood, helps stay present, and it's just less stressful. By the time we come back from a walk, they're just more at ease and a little bit more open to receiving.
And getting outside for that walk especially, you get to hear the sounds of nature, you get to smell the beautiful fresh plants. Coming to a farmer's market like this, you get to take in the different sights, sounds, smells. It's really good, not again just for your physical health, but your mental health as well.
Yeah, and walking in Southwest Florida, especially during our wintertime, we get more months out of the year to reap the benefits of the exercise. And today's one of those days you're going to want to plan a little differently, though. It needs to be early or later on near sunset. We got to get you checked for forecast. But Lisa, while I do weather, Chris said go over here, pick out a bouquet of flowers. They're on him, all right?
Chris, thank you so much. I'm going to go take a look.
Get the shot.
I'm going to pick the most expensive ones, too.
This corner right here. Let's get you guys to check out the forecast here this morning. As we mentioned, it's muggy and it's humid. As we look around, though, there's no rain here in Southwest Florida right now. The radar has been fairly quiet this morning, but as we put it in motion over the past hour, you can see some showers and thunderstorms, especially off the southeast coast of the state. That cluster of thunderstorms will die out there near Bimini, and as we move back over to Southwest Florida, we're dry up and down I-75 and Tamiami Trail. Now, it is sticky. Our muggy meter is up there to 70, if not a little higher, as we've got dew point values here in the low 70s today. You'll feel it when you step outside. We are in that time of year where the humidity doesn't go anywhere, and our temperatures right now, mid to upper 70s along the coast. It's very warm, and with an onshore flow coming out of the west, we expect our overnights to stay in the 70s here over the next couple of days. And the wind, that's not helping us out too much here early. We've got a very, very calm wind here at Lakes Park. Not much of a breeze at all. And as we go throughout the day, we'll see that wind pick up a little bit, 10 miles per hour or so out of the west. That westerly wind is going to be strong enough today to push most of the wet weather over towards the east coast. But maybe you're waking up this morning, getting ready to take a walk. Here's what it looks like. Your walking forecast looks good, though this afternoon will be a little hot. If you have to be out and about this afternoon, highs will be near 90, high humidity. Take some water, try to find some shade. Big question is, though, when do those thunderstorms really begin to roll into the forecast? For that, I want to roll back in the studio with Andrew Shipley. Good morning, Andrew.
Yeah, good morning, Trent. Yeah, you're looking at more like 1, 2 o'clock inland for those showers and storms. But before that, like you said, it's going to be a hot one out there. You said right near 90 degrees. That's basically what we're forecasting, even along the coastline, inland, 92 Moorhaven, 90 LaBelle, Immokalee, 89 Fort Myers for you. It's going to be a toasty one. But like you alluded to, the humidity is a big factor in today. And you're looking at feels like temperatures with that humidity. Say Palmdale, feeling like 95. Arcadia, feeling like 96. Naples, 90 degrees. So spending any time outside, making sure you stay hydrated. Now, in terms of clouds and radar, like we alluded to, we do expect afternoon showers and storms mainly inland for you, starting about 1-2 o'clock. Glades, Henry down into inland Collier County, but with more westerly winds, we do expect these showers and storms to push off towards the east coast. So if you do have evening plans here in southwest Florida, you're looking pretty good in terms of that. Any of these showers and storms will be very hit and miss, though you can see some heavier downpours mixed in with that. But again, inland is where we're expecting that. But it's good news. We still need that rain inland. Still very dry. Consider that soil moisture in Glades and Henry County. Critically dry still in Lee County. So we still haven't quite fully transitioned ourselves to the rainy season. So we need the rain, and we just got enough of it to really knock down that fire danger. Still moderate danger, Glades, Henry, Collier, Lee County. So I just want you to use a little bit of extra caution. We've seen some fires pop up the last couple of days. In terms of 7-day forecast, though, we are looking at mainly inland storms Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, and even into the weekend. Isolated showers and storms, keeping temperatures there in the low to mid 90s. 93, they're going to be the warmest day of the week on Sunday. And then more of active weather coming back in Monday, Tuesday, with more scattered showers and thunderstorms, Amy.
Well, graduating from high school is something to celebrate in and of itself, but one senior has 750,000 other reasons to be proud as well. We're going to tell you what they are coming up. Well, more than 300 seniors graduated on Tuesday morning from high school in Gulfport, Florida. A lot of them are on their way to making their mark in the world, and that includes a 17-year-old who reporter Jamison Euler from our Scripps station, WFTS in Tampa, recently met. She had more than her fair share of choices when it comes to where she wanted to go to college. Take a look.
As I walk the hallways of Boca Ciega High School on Mackenzie Davis Coward's final day,
I spent a lot of time in here.
it's clear she knows this chapter is coming to an end.
Really just savoring the last few days I have here and just getting ready for my next chapter.
And what a book it has been in just 17 short years. The adornments to her cap and gown this year are like trophies. The 4.4 GPA, the EMT certification, the successful nonprofit she started, and the $750,000 in college scholarships awaiting her higher education.
Because I knew what my end goal was. I knew that I wanted to be able to get a lot of scholarships. I wanted to be able to attend a great school.
First as a biology major, just the launching point to eventually becoming a doctor.
I will be attending North Carolina Central University.
She'll be going on a full academic scholarship, a goal that was started when she was just 6 years old.
I was 6 years old.
And you remember it still?
Yes, it was like a vivid memory.
A promise to one day become a doctor to an aunt dying of cancer and a little girl who couldn't understand why.
You said, one day I'm going to be a doctor.
So I can help you. And obviously I was young. I really didn't understand, but I kept that, oh, I'm going to be a doctor so I can help people with you. I kept that in my mind throughout middle school, elementary, high school. So I really just used that to push me to do what I needed to do.
That push landed Mackenzie acceptance letters to 18 different colleges, enough to take up this whole table.
Howard University, North Carolina A&T, Duke. I got accepted into Dominica University, Creighton University, Seton Hall. It was so many. Jackson.
Oh, and that other school up north.
I got accepted into Harvard University.
Harvard?
Yes.
All of Mackenzie's scholarship money will eventually pay for her medical school one day, but already she knows a thing or two about diagnosing one certain illness.
Senioritis is real. It definitely is real, but
You've medically diagnosed that at 17.
it's definitely real.
I remember those days as well. But looking at the marine forecast for today, winds out of the west 5 to 10 knots, light chop out there in the inland waterways. Gulf temperatures 84. Nice day to be out in the water. I'll break down your full forecast. That coming up.
Live from Southwest Florida, you're watching Fox 4 Morning News.
And good morning, 8:33 right now on your Wednesday morning. I'm Amy Wegman. Thanks for being with us today.
Good morning, everybody. I'm Chris Shaw. So this is National Walking Month, and Fox 4 certified meteorologist Trent Eric walked his way all the way over to Lakes Park. That's where he is live today with Lisa. And I guess you'd say it's a little humid outside, Trent.
Yeah, you could say it's a lot humid, Chris. The humidity is up here in Southwest Florida. We're to that time of year where every morning we wake up and we kind of go, bleh. We need the AC for sure. What's happening right now this morning, though, our temperatures, they are warm. We've got an onshore flow. We did most of the day yesterday, and that kept our temperatures in the mid to upper 70s. The radar this morning is dry, though, so everybody here at Lakes Park at the farmers market taking a stroll here this morning, we're all dry. The radar is showing some signs, though, over on the East Coast, and you can see this dying cluster of thunderstorms over off of Miami-Dade and Broward. And as we look back over towards Southwest Florida, we're dry. Later on today, we're going to see the wind pick up out of the west, but this morning our temperatures have been in the mid to upper 70s, especially along the coast. A very warm and humid start, and you can see the wind is light. However, that wind will be out of the west later on, and it should be strong enough today that most of the showers will develop inland and then get a push over towards the east coast as we go later on in the day. So our rain chances here still fairly low. So if you're getting out this morning or wanting to take a walk in the afternoon, here's your walking forecast. We'll see our temperatures up around the 90-degree area this afternoon and guaranteed to be humid. And of course, Lisa will join me here in just a bit. We'll have more on National Walking Month and a look at your extended forecast for now. We'll send it back in the studio with Andrew for a check of traffic. Good morning.
Hey, good morning, Trent. Yeah, it's been a busy morning in the traffic department. At least weather-wise, it's nice. But taking a live look there, 75 at Daniels. Traffic moving pretty good there on I-75, but other spots not so much. Let's take a look at the traffic maps here this morning as we are looking at an accident right along MLK, one lane block there. That is starting to clear there, so traffic is moving a little bit better right there at Ortiz, but not far away. We are watching lane block there on Palm Beach Boulevard near New York Drive, and that is causing a slowdown there, heading in towards downtown Fort Myers near the Tice area of things. Further south, watching one lane block there at Summerlin southbound at University Center. Again, watching that bit of a slowdown there near the university. Also up toward Babcock Ranch, seeing up along the Cypress Parkway 31 southbound. You are seeing a bit of a slowdown there as well this morning. I'm continuing to watch the traffic maps for you this morning. I'll keep you updated throughout the morning.
Sounds good. Thank you very much, Andrew. Well, Georgia police released new body cam video of the arrest of Deon Patterson. He's the man who was charged in a deadly shooting at an Atlanta medical office building. So you just heard officers order him to the ground there in this body cam video. According to his mother, Patterson is a former Coast Guard member who got violent during an appointment because he couldn't get a prescription for an anxiety medicine. Atlanta police say he shot 4 people and killed 1, then carjacked a vehicle to get away. He later abandoned that car near the Atlanta Braves Stadium in Cobb County, according to police. They arrested him at a nearby condominium complex. This is video of that after a nearly 8-hour manhunt.
Well, a missing girl who was featured on the Netflix reboot of Unsolved Mysteries is back home with her father after 6 years apart. The National Center for Missing and Exploited Children says somebody spotted Kayla Unbahan in Asheville, North Carolina. A store employee recognized her from the show. Kayla's non-custodial mother, Heather, is charged with abducting her from the Chicago area when she was 9 years old.
It is unusual, but it's good that when someone does suspect that they recognize someone, no matter how old the story might be, that they are not afraid to give us a call so we can come investigate.
And Kayla's father says he's just overjoyed and so grateful to have his daughter back home.
Police say a 4-year-old boy accidentally shot his 1-year-old sibling yesterday in Houston, Texas. Investigators say the toddler is recovering from surgery and should be okay. Investigators are now looking into how the child was able to get his hands on a loaded gun. It's not clear if there were any adults in the home at the time of the shooting or if any charges will be filed.
Well, since Title 42 was lifted days ago, Customs and Border Protection says that there have been a few migrant encounters along Florida's shoreline. That includes one in Miami-Dade County that happened on Monday. As Kate Husey with our script station WPTV in West Palm Beach reports, the effects of Title 42's expiration on our coastal borders, it's still unpredictable.
By now, you've heard us say that Title 42's expiration doesn't directly affect our maritime borders, but agents preparing for a surge of migrants just in case. So far, they say we haven't seen one, but that doesn't mean we won't.
The beaches of the Florida Keys.
People trying to come here, though.
Unusually quiet for Chief Border Patrol Agent Adam Hoffner.
We did see a decrease or slowdown in activity during the last 2 months.
He took our crew down to Marathon for an in-depth look at illegal immigration. For most of the week, we saw nothing until the very day Title 42 expired. Not one, but 3 migrant boats hitting the Florida Keys within a couple of hours.
When it rains, it pours.
Since then, U.S. Border Patrol agents responding to 2 migrant encounters off our coast. One boat with 8 Cuban migrants in the Florida Keys Saturday, and Monday morning, a suspected smuggling event with 4 Chinese migrants near Miami.
It looks like they're bringing another one in now.
The Coast Guard intercepting 3 boats off Florida's coast in the last week, repatriating a total of 68 migrants, 50 back to Cuba, and 18 back to the Bahamas. A representative I spoke with unable to tell me if that's part of an influx or if it has to do with Title 42 at all.
That can also correlate to weather conditions, the sea state, and things of that nature.
Air Marine Agent John Apollony telling me it's not uncommon to see migrant encounters come in waves.
They may have these vessels staged, and when the conditions are right, a lot of them will launch at the same time.
Still, the Coast Guard and CBP agents now maintaining a constant presence from air, land, and sea, telling me just because there hasn't been a wave of migrants yet doesn't mean there won't be.
For us, it's key to be aware of those and to adjust accordingly and be strategic with our partners and be prepared.
Customs and Border Protection agents, along with other federal, state, and local law enforcement agencies, will continue to have an increased presence in the Keys just in case for at least the next 2 months.
8:40 is the time right now. Jacksonville voters elected the city's first female mayor. Democrat Donna Deegan beat Republican Daniel Davis last night. Now, until the election, Jacksonville had been the largest city in the country with a Republican mayor. Deegan is a well-known local journalist, and she promised to represent everyone in the city.
I made a decision when I got into this race that no matter what happened, no matter what the landscape looked like, we were going to lead with love over fear. Yes. We would not go with division. We would go with unity. Yes. Because we have to bring this city together.
I called Donna Deegan earlier and congratulated her on being mayor-elect of Jacksonville. I have said many times in public occasions that Donna loves Jacksonville. There's no doubt in my mind that she does.
Governor DeSantis endorsed Davis in the race. Deegan beat him 52 to 48%.
Well, experts say there is a growing trend in Southwest Florida. An increasing number of senior citizens are experiencing homelessness for the first time. The federal government says more than 27,000 people are homeless in the state of Florida, but it's really difficult to say how many of them are seniors. As Fox 4 Investigates Ryan Kruger shows us this morning, some organizations are doing local head counts, and what they found is shocking.
I don't want a handout. I just want to be able to get into an apartment.
On this hot morning in May,